Welcome, one and all, to another episode of Slingers Showdown. This week, the theme is Heads of State. I'm your host, the Grey Man, the benevolent ruler of this stream, and I'm joined by the following not in their prime monsters. First up, less welcome than a spinach dip-stained blue dress in the Oval Office. It's our intern with a taste for cigars, Kal-El!
Yay!
I did not have sexual relations with that petting zoo. It's CapN Comics.
No, we just sucked their dick.
This man has been compared to Washington and Lincoln, which are two rather run-down towns in the UK, so I agree with those comparisons. It's Splat Comics Darren. Hey!
Yay!
More crooked than Nixon, more senile than Reagan, and more popular than James Buchanan, it's Man Cave!
Very popular.
And lastly, our judge, the despotic tyrant of this show, it's Matilda Gothika. Best behaved man.
I just need a crown.
Yeah. So there we go.
Well,
Heads of state, presidents, prime ministers, emperors from far-flung planets, all that kind of stuff.
Sure. We'll go with that.
Kicking off with Kyle.
All right. There you go. And it's ironic you compare me to Bill Clinton. There's a picture I took inside the Secret Service ring with Bill Clinton. But you know.
They should have edited and put a penis in it.
Is that just before they dragged you up, Kyle?
And stuff like that. But I figured
they dragged you off and imprisoned you in the Pentagon.
There you go.
Hey, Kyle, you having a garage sale going on or what?
No.
Hello.
It's a very carefully placed Mad magazine there.
There you go. So, yeah, I debated serious, and then I thought, no, I'm going to go silly the whole time. So why not start big? I'm going to bring out my Neil Adams big guns on Jimmy Carter. Oh, what's falling out of here? Oh, those are pictures from the White House.
Hi, Mr. Nauman.
Oh, my God. Why do I have pictures from the White House?
We don't need your tack.
In this comic book. Oh, no.
Just show you the comic book. We don't need to see your ephemera. We don't need to see your blinking.
Oh, great. Now YouTube's going to go down on us.
I'm just saying there's Jimmy Carter being president.
Okay.
Jimmy Carter running for president.
Have you always stalked the presidents or just the ones you're planning to shoot?
Yeah, you can't get that close to him if you're planning on doing it. So.
Oh, dear. So now we know
But you can't beat mid-70s Neil Adams obscurity.
Jimmy Carter, the last honest president, and that, we saw how that worked out. You know,
he didn't last, did he? He didn't last.
He didn't last too long.
Yeah. It kind of looks like he's wearing Trump's toupee.
Oh man,
maybe.
Yeah.
Apparently, Jimmy Carter's
and he's trying to
coloring book
legalize
of
weed.
comic. I mean, we
Neil
changed
Adams
the criteria.
Smoking dope.
Oh look, he's kicking hippies out of the prison.
Getting them high. Yep. But what a classic cover. What a classic Neil Adams cover.
It is a coloring book, though, but I guess it counts. I mean,
it is a comic book from Continuity Associates that they didn't color in so they could make
Hello, Jackson. Where's Mr. Werewolf? Come on, Jackson. That's not funny. I do like his illustration, though, on the cover. Very American. And it's hilarious because he looks like he's wearing Trump's wig. So I'll give you a 9 for that one.
All righty, thank you.
Okay.
No extra
great inflation is alive and well on this show. I see.
Aaron's disappeared. All right, let's go to the Emperor of Tomfoolery.
Yes.
Great name, Mr. Mankin.
So after Grey Man called 20 other people, he finally found someone willing to be on his show. And here I am.
That's hard to do.
And when I heard Bill and Bubs weren't on, I said, put me in. So here I am. So I am going to go with someone just above Jimmy Carter in success and I won't say success, but in thought maybe. What are you doing?
Actually, back on the stage and it's put you at full screen. So about that.
Here we got
Well, Bob is with us in thumbnail.
Oh, Stalin. Oh, yeah.
Joseph Stalin.
Out of the
good old
FBI.
Yeah, he was a head of state. I can't say I promote him, but this is a nice Ziff Davis Weird Al the FBI cover.
I do love those painted covers.
Yeah,
Every
and here you go, Matilda. It's thinking of you. The beaver strikes. There you go.
I don't have teeth down there though.
Well, I know a good endodontist if you need one.
We're having a beaver a week on the show, aren't we?
Yeah, it's true.
Put some implants in there.
A beaver last week, didn't we?
I'm surprised some chicks that do all the piercings haven't asked to have a piercing of teeth down there.
You just need an expert.
This is why these shows never get monetized.
Oh man.
Well, these shows, other stuff, when YouTubers make a lot of money, dude.
Always
they work shit.
for some reason. I can't think why.
It's all the beaver jokes.
Yes. They never get old. Beavers may get old, but the jokes never get old.
Well, there's always fresher beavers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I love the painted cover. The style is a bit small there in the corner, but still, that's one hell of a head of state. I'll give you a 10.
Don't forget, Matilda is Russian, so that's probably going to get an 11. I'm not.
My previous criticism of your judging has been revoked.
Exactly. Under Matilda's regime, no criticism is acceptable.
No, not under my watch.
Oh, are we ready? Because this one just says American all the way through.
Is it a sticker?
And what?
Does it have a hot dog through it?
No, it just says America. Because, you got to have the perfect toupee. Plus, you got to be Donald who laughed.
The Donald who laughed. Oh, my gosh. Is that supposed to be Donald Trump? It looks nothing like him. Blimey.
Well, it does have the toupee somewhat.
Is that Stormy Daniels or one of his daughters?
I don't know. That toupee is a little too thick. It needs a little more wifty.
Is that meant to be his daughter on his lap, or is it
Yeah, American flag behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to mute my mic while I retch here.
Hey, no political talking on this show. We'll get in trouble. We don't want to get blacklisted.
Now the question is, are you retching because you don't like the representation of Donald, or you're retching because you don't like Donald, period?
Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth. Pretend you're Trump on trial and don't say nothing.
Yeah, have political figureheads on the show, but don't talk politics.
Don't incriminate yourself.
Yeah, that's...
just laugh at it. It's a shit show.
I don't know. I'm so tame and quiet with my opinions. No one would ever know my politics anymore.
That's true.
All right, that one is funny though. I will say I like the googly eyes too. I'll give that one a 9. That's very funny. I still haven't read that Joker who laughs, and I don't really want to. I have a feeling it's going to be retarded.
Anyway, talking of a laughing Joker, it's over to Darren.
Hello, Mr. Spidey. Good to
the
see
killing
you.
Joke, not the laughing joke. First print as well.
Now there's the Batman who laughs, the one with the retarded eyepiece.
Yeah.
The Joker who laughs at the Batwang.
Right.
I've seen the Batwang. It's not that impressive.
I had to think, and I'm still thinking, even before showing it, long and hard about showing this cover. Heads of state can be a very sort of volatile subject, and this one might be a little bit volatile. However, what I will say is on this cover, the Fantastic Four are going through a dilemma of whether to let Nick Fury kill a certain Mr. Hitler, yes or no.
Oh, yeah.
What I say,
that's a good one.
He was certainly head of state, so
if Nick Fury could have killed Hitler, then the answer should have been yes.
Yeah.
You haven't watched enough Unforeseen Consequences shows.
Exactly.
To,
yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, that's not always a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't
mess with the time continuum. Come on
Exactly.
I've read Vicious Circle. It doesn't necessarily do a whole lot of good.
Humans are apes, and they'll always find a way to be ape-like. Can we all agree on that?
On YouTube. I thought you was watching us, mate. What's going on?
Yeah, if you think your group or your other group's going to solve the problems, you're an ape. That's all I got to say.
That is a very good cover, though. They got Hitler's mustache to a T.
That is a good one.
Fury looks very good as well. Well, it's the direct edition, right? Because it's got the little Captain America in the corner. Yeah, I think, right? That's what that means. Anyway, fantastic cover. I'll give it a 10.
Is that a fun, fantastic cover for a Fantastic Four comic?
Okay, we've seen a beaver on this week's show. This chap had a friend called Bobo or something like that. He had a monkey that he had a friend that he used to do films with. Here you can see in the window there of Air Force One.
Oh my God!
Reagan, while they're fighting on the wing.
So who is that?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan.
Oh.
And that's the Air Force One is the presidential airplane. You can see the presidential seal. And if you want to be really going into it, Geoforce is the Prince of Markovia and has been the ruler of Markovia at some points as well. So you could say there's two heads of state on this comic if you wanted to.
Nice.
Yeah, and one of them's about to be chopped to bits.
I thought of showing Reagan's Raiders on this, but I didn't want to soil my hands with a comic book.
Raiders?
Very nice.
Hello, Mr. Damien.
I hate to.
Bonzo, that was it. Bonzo was his little monkey mate, wasn't it?
Reagan had a pet monkey?
No, he used to do films, and he did a film called Bonzo Goes to Hollywood or something like that. I can't remember now.
Reagan was in films?
Yeah.
No one really watched him even then, I don't think.
Was he a movie star before he was president?
Yeah, he was a movie star, yeah.
Interesting. Well, I'll give that one a 9. That is amusing and very actiony.
Nice.
Right then, it's over to you, gentlefolk of the jury. It's voting time. There's no electoral college on this week's show, just the normal vote. First past the post is the winner. We haven't got to count all the blinking well votes and then claim that there was a miscount, and no one's allowed to say that it was a fix or anything like that. Okay, whatever the jury says is what goes. Okay, I don't want no long court cases. I don't know.
All right, we got one vote for you, Mr. Gray, one for Mr. Cap, another one for you. 2 for Mr. Mancave, another one for you, Mr. Gray. You have 3.
Awesome.
Now, I was trying to think of a Reagan and a Clinton cover, and I couldn't think of either, but you found the Reagan one.
Just put 2 months.
I couldn't think of a Carter cover, but that's not really a comic, so I'm still going to say.
But it is the comic.
Oh, wait, Mr. Gray.
It's Continuity Associates' first comic with Neil Adams, Bob McLeod, Dick Giordano.
Okay. And Mr. Darren, you have a vote? But so far, Mr. Gray's in the lead.
Come on, all you fans of Stalin, you vote for.
Vote for your comrade.
All right, I think that's more than enough time.
Another one for you, Mr. Darren, but Mr. Gray takes it.
Okie dokie.
I think you got like 6 votes, Mr. Gray.
There you go. No taking me to court and saying.
Obviously, there's some fans of Reagan here. I don't know if Kyle's going to.
This one, that's in the bag now.
All right. Well, we go from Carter to his predecessor, and I picked this one out mainly for Matilda. Because Betty Ford looks an awful lot like Matilda in that shot.
Oh man,
this is before my memory of presidents goes, because
now finding a Gerald Ford cover is impressive. I'm going to give you a point for that.
It looks like a young Margaret Thatcher with the rolling pin.
Yeah, it looks like Thatcher, sort of. I agree.
I've basically had them all, and
I wish
got
I was
the Mad magazines because
she doesn't look psychotic enough to be Thatcher.
Mad magazines are chock full of political satire.
The minute I saw your background, I thought Mad Magazine will get you anything if you.
Well, and I thought about pulling out books from the 1880s and 1890s where people like running for president, like Arthur and things like that. But I didn't want to go that far back.
Do you have original King Arthur etching?
He's got a
Like
movie off the book,
Mr. Matthew, I have a
As
puppy
I
now.
Don't knock your
Step
display
over.
over,
Oh,
Kyle.
I got the
nice.
switches.
Oh,
How about a little Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, some Mark Twain?
there you go. First print.
I gotta go. No, my first
Of
print Mark
course.
Twains are upstairs. They're not coming down here.
Gotcha. Well, that you even have some, I kudos to you.
Well, he printed through 1905, so they're not that old.
Can you vote then as children? I don't think so.
Oh, look at that puppy
He's gonna be the next president.
of.
Doyle-
Well, I think
Doyle
people will be
for
running in
president.
Israel soon. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Doyle for prime minister.
Doyle versus Beebe.
Doyle's cuter.
Yes. Did you know that your prime minister went to high school right around where I live here, Cheltenham High School? No,
Ah, BB lived in America.
he did. Yeah. Same high school as Reggie Jackson. Same high school as Reggie Jackson.
That explains a lot.
Yeah.
All right, but that is a great painted cover. What president you said that was?
Ford.
Ah,
Gerald Ford.
I just know the car Ford. But still, that is a great. I wish I was as skinny as that lady, but still, she does have my hair. So I'm giving that one a 10.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Doyle.
Right then, back to Tom.
All right. I'll do some American presidents this time. I'm not going to do all, dictators. And this is a beautiful
There's so
boy.
many good dictators.
There are a lot of good dictators, but I like Spy Smasher number 5 with the
Matilda
Rushmore.
likes a good dictator.
Yep. We got Lincoln, Teddy
unfortunately, most of
Roosevelt,
them are
Jefferson,
good
and
looking.
Washington.
I kind of left my Mount Rushmore covers at the wayside.
Yeah.
I made mouth idiot.
And a Nazi getting popped in the face in the front. And I think
Always
it's
a classic.
good old Spy Smasher, Macroboy.
Always a classic, right there.
Spy Smasher. We got 4 presidents there for the price of 1.
4 for the price of 1. Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
I see that every day. Yeah.
He never had much time to get his comics together, so I suppose he had to rush more.
What do you think of that one, Doyle?
Wolf.
Yeah, Roger's a rabble rouser. He's a rabble rouser.
Doyle, peel Matilda's lap.
He just wants to bite things. All right. That is a good Mount Rushmore, better than the photos I found. Hi, Kenneth.
Okay,
That's
if
very
I get
good.
health better now.
Oh, yes. Well, it's always a classic to see some hero punch a Nazi. You can make a theme out of that alone. Yeah, great cover. I'm going to give that a 10.
Okay. Another 10, right? Cap, good work cut out for you.
Where are your puppies, Mr. Cal?
Come on, Cap.
They're sleeping. They don't even see me cry. Well, this head of state, I would say, really wasn't a president, but he is the god of Asgard.
I knew someone was going to pull out Odin or something. Here we go.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Ooh.
It's a cool cover, though. I like it.
He's definitely the man in charge up there, isn't he? So
Yeah, he's ahead of.
Yeah, based on the MCU films, he's also an
Head of
asshole.
Asgard.
and it looks like the Rainbow Bridge is in a bit of a state as well.
Yeah, he's running the state into the ground. Look at that bridge.
Yeah, like every
to
good
focus on the
politician.
infrastructure a little bit.
Exactly. He needs a new infrastructure bill. That's what he needs.
Is more concerned on getting the votes of the Asgardians.
Yep. He's shirking on a job, drinking, carousing. His bridge is falling apart. Asgard goes to
what happened to his hair? Did they cut it?
He got old.
So what? He cut his hair short.
Kings are only heads of state in monarchies, Metarog.
Roger, get out of here. Mind your own business.
Well, I mean, he is the king of Asgard, so he's the head of the Asgardian state. And I'm crazy about that art style, but it's still good. It's funny to see Odin sitting and drinking mid. Well, I'll give you a 9 for that one.
Okay.
There you go.
I miss
Okay, then. Over to you again, Darren.
All right, Darren.
I'm going to
Let's
see if I can present this cover the right way because I don't want to get involved in US politics. But according to
You already said
Marvel,
that last time, and then you threw the.
Oh, yes, Reagan being turned
Mr.
into
Darren, do you think you have enough signs of your channel behind you? I think there's too little of them.
Now, who's that? I forget.
That's Reagan,
who
I mean. Reagan gets
this
turned
is
into a
Ronald
snake
Reagan,
person.
yeah.
Oh, is that Ronald Reagan?
Having been sort of possessed.
Well, as
my
we
God,
know,
We had
everyone
that
are
series back in the
lizards.
day, but I forgot the storyline there.
The deadliest snake of all.
You saw how well Ronald Reagan did last time. This is a risk on your part because the chat seems to like Ronald Reagan, but
Well, I promise you, this is my last US president. I'm really going out there now after this issue because US
Gotcha.
presidents and Mount Rushmore's far too easy.
Yeah.
Why is he
Oh,
jumping?
good
Why is he
game.
jumping that awkwardly?
I don't know. That's just how it's drawn, Matilda. He's
two
pouncing.
Ronald Reagan comics in this series. I
pouncing
wouldn't
like
have
a
guessed
snake.
that. The over under on that was
Lizard.
pretty low.
Maybe he's a lizard person.
Is that Captain America?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
the
the
days when he was just
costume.
called the captain. He had to
Oh.
relinquish the Captain America persona and he became the captain for a while.
Oh, Jim, just 1 second.
Oh dear, what's happened? Doyle just peed on the floor.
Matilda
Something
has to
untoward.
shield. She's about to vomit after seeing that comic, and
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I have to save Grandma's slipper from Doyle.
Oh, right. Doyle was eating the slipper, is he?
Yeah, he loves eating slippers. Right. I love the art on the cover. I mean, most politicians are snakes, so fair enough.
True.
Fair enough. I'll give that one a 10.
Okay.
Look, Captain America. Although I like his original costume more. That's a bit ugly.
Right. Well,
yeah, I can't do.
I've gone Reagan again. I've got two
Oh,
Reagan
yeah.
covers to show you, just because
Reagan.
2000 AD. This is. I'm going to show you this one just as a Reagan and the Red Menace. He's about to get eaten by a vampire.
Oh, she's very sexy.
She is. She's called Durham Red. She's a vampire.
I love
Wow,
her
he's showing
costume.
$2. Wait a
Yeah, I'm
second.
going to go with this one because he's got some dialogue on this one. So basically, these are strontium dogs. They're search destroy agents, bounty hunters, basically, and they occasionally go on time things like time traveling jobs. And in the past, he's met with Hitler during the Schnickelgruber affair, whatever it was called. And this one, they back rescue Reagan or something. And here you go, Slade.
Oh, hello, Mr. Werewolf.
Slick work, cowboy. There you go.
That's cool. I've never seen that before.
I'm confused. Which one are you showing?
That one.
As I said, Matilda, this second one. The first one was just because I had two and I wanted to show them both off. This
Oh,
one,
okay.
So Reagan in Aliens Arms Control Shootout. There you go.
I
His
must
head's
say,
in his
I
nuts.
like
He did
the
both
first
Reagan.
one. I like the first one better.
Yeah, the first one's got a more clean night style, but I
I
like
like
this
the
one.
first one best, yeah.
Yeah, the first one was a lot better, Matilda. This is a 7. Not that
Yeah.
I'm trying to influence. Not
This
that I'm
one-
trying to
this one
do
is-
voter
this one is
influencing
funnier, I
here.
think.
That doesn't happen in our.
But that's great. Marking on the second one.
Because he's got action. Yeah, might be on the second one. This is the one I went for. So,
Get a guy with the
Tactical
first one. It was sexy.
and it's got good humor, and it's got Carlos Esquerra art, who's
He-
by far the best Strontium Dog artist and Judge Dredd artist.
The first cover is still better.
That's subjective, Matilda, and you're incorrect.
She's the judge. Bow to her
I'm
wisdom.
in America. I'm American for the purposes of today. Yeah, that's still a
But
good
she is
cover, but
the
I do
judge.
like the first one more. I like the first one more just because of her stance. That is a great costume she has. But still, that is cool, so I will give you a 10.
Thank you very much.
Whoa. Now the other one that you liked more,
Jeez.
was that an 11?
That was also a 10.
That one
You
would
have a
have been a
different scale
20.
than we used to have.
They were both 10s, Palm.
Oh, you
Right,
got
let's go
11
to
for the
Drew
first
then.
one.
For fuck's sakes.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
the
that English
two
liked
take
Reagan
over
so
with,
much.
and
That's
that
an
will
English
do
magazine, right?
I'm not putting back my headphones until you don't finish the stupid super chat.
Yeah, that'll come after the jury vote.
We have
We'll
a
do this
toot.
Kyle, okay. Kyle. Ooh.
Now that's an English mag, Gray. Gray
Yeah,
man,
because they
Judge
do, yeah.
Dredd,
Yeah.
they were fans of Reagan back in England back in the day.
Well, it was put in the story, but no, I don't know if necessarily fans, but they did a few.
He was Thatcher's bedfellow.
Yes.
Come on, I gotta do the super chat.
Yeah, after the jury vote, Matilda.
Well, looks like Captain won this round, so
Yeah,
thanks,
do the super
everybody.
chat after the jury vote, Matilda.
appreciate it.
Okay, looks like Mr. Kyle, you got the votes. I think you got 5. Oh, wait, Mr. Mackey, you have 1, 2, 3.
4 or
3,
5.
yeah, 3, but I think Mr. Kyle has 4 or 5.
Okie dokie. Right, I'll do
Very
let's
nice,
go to the
very
banner
nice.
and I'll do the super chat. Thank you very much for the
Hey.
super chat, as per usual.
Blow that wind.
A harsh wind blows this way for the super chat, guys. If I can find the bloody ball video. There you go.
Kyle, you have 5 or,
Right,
or 4.
next round, then we got Kyle
All right.
picking up.
Well, I am going to stop on U.S. presidents after this, but again, when I heard the topic, this was a must-have. It's got a lot of things going for it, and I figure I'll get some love from Matilda for this, for the lovely Marilyn Monroe drawing.
Ooh,
Oh
Marilyn.
no, somebody's being scoped by a rifle.
Oh my gosh.
Kennedy, and it's autographed too, but hey.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, because
Who autographed it? Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah.
the
Lee Harvey
conspiracy.
Oswald, JFK in the sights, of course Marilyn with those DSLs.
Oh, right. The conspiracy is that he had her killed, right?
Who
That's
knows?
the rumor.
They love a conspiracy in America. Conspiracies are more loved than facts over there. What can you say?
Well, the
good ones left
conspiracies are
over there.
less depressing than the truth. Let's be real.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
saw,
the opinion.
Yeah, and there's the spilled pills and the diary.
Oh, yeah. Blimey. Controversial cover.
Yeah.
I was going to mention JFK in one of the intros, but I thought it was too hard. It's a bit too harsh. I was going to say the palm was as unmissable as JFK, but I thought, man, that's a bit much. But anyway,
Well, I don't think he's gonna mind much. He's 6 feet under.
well, I know that. Unless he was just carted off by aliens, of course.
I don't know. But still, I love the art style on the cover. Marilyn looks fantastic. JFK looks weird though.
The voice of sanity from the jury.
Ah, E.T. killed her.
Not a man.
Well, E.T. looks like a shriveled penis. So
That's
anyway,
a Roosevelt quote, isn't it? The comic book worm's doing there. Ask not what you could do for your country or whatever it is. You know,
yeah. But ask what the Slingers, what you did for the Slingers. Oh, you gave them votes. I'm giving this one a 10 from there.
Okie dokie.
Nice.
And then I meant to put up his profiles and courage book with it. And look, right on the back, I didn't even notice. The tragedy of the Indianapolis. I am the tragedy of Indianapolis.
Okay.
The Indianapolis was a war show.
Okay, enough waffling from Kyle. Let's see another
All
comic
right.
book man cave.
Well, this is a rarity, but I can't think of another legitimate FDR cover for a comic book, not a political missive or whatever, but Mystic Comic number 4. This is from 1940, so he was our president at the time this was put out. And an assassin's trying to kill him.
Is that
We got
Roosevelt?
Hercules. Yep, that's FDR.
FDR.
You're
Delano.
trying to kill who?
FDR. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, is it? That's
Yes,
his name?
indeed.
Ah,
And
Roosevelt.
it has an ad for Marvel Comics number 8 in the back.
The president that was a cripple, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Is it
He was
polio?
our president through the war, and Winston Churchill kept trying to get him to join the scuffle, and he was resistant until Pearl Harbor happened.
Yeah.
And when Pearl Harbor happened, Churchill popped open his bottle of champagne and said, "Hallelujah."
Absolutely.
Hey man,
Well,
Dave, what books do I
that's a
keep
different
doing? You want to
looking,
trade me some old timelies for?
That's a different looking Hercules. What publisher is that, Mr. Matt?
That is timely.
Timely
Ah.
Marvel.
Yep. That's right before it became Destroyer. Well, two before it became Destroyer Comics.
Yeah.
I mean, they have
Mystic
Marvel has the other Hercules, right? The one with the brown hair.
That
Hercules,
is,
I think, is not it's such an old character. I don't know that you can trademark it per se.
Yeah.
So,
that is within 1 year of Marvel's birth, right there.
right.
And a lot of excitement, I see. Well, anyway, it is. Well,
It's
more
don't let the
dark.
yellow color sway you there. I know, Matilda, you're.
You know, I despise of yellow. But that is very
just
cool.
think of the abs on Hercules. The abs. Those,
Way ahead of
pecs,
you.
those pecs.
Well, I suppose this yellow is more less piss-like a little
Yeah.
bit. And then there's Hercules, so I'll give it a 10.
Oh yes.
Okie dokie, nice.
Man cave just shows up, just gets tens like it's
He
nothing.
gets 10 for any old tat, doesn't he? Honestly, he just
Matilda
I know.
misses me. I haven't been here in a while, so I
I
got
see
that going for me.
Ten
Next
for-
week she'll be bored of me.
Right. You know he's showing slabs every time, right, Matilda? You know that, right?
Well, what can I do?
She's
He loves
become
the
accustomed to
plastics.
the big slab. You know, she didn't like it at first, but she's
Wow.
grown accustomed to it.
Yeah, I still don't like them, but what to do? You people like your plastic coffins.
Yeah. Yeah,
For
we
once,
do.
she's not getting my entendre, but that's all right.
I do like beefcake, guys, Joe. That's correct.
She loves a slab of meat.
Yeah, big slab.
We're talking about Matilda here. This comic book remind me of her every weekend with us guys. So she is the queen of the damned.
Ooh, yeah.
I thought you were going to show some female dictator.
Is there actually a country of the damned? Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense. You know, I think the
Egypt,
damned.
right?
Well, I'm the queen of
An
vampires.
actual country with a continent.
Yeah, but what did
know?
she do? She slept until more,
Yeah.
Vampire Lestat woke her up, and
I don't
didn't
think
do
she could be
nothing.
a head of state if there's no country of the damned. Is all
Well,
I'm
she's
saying.
ahead of all of
Yeah,
us, and we're all damned.
Yeah.
Well, she is the queen.
You know,
Yeah, but she's
I
a
mean,
queen.
it's a good thing she slept, or else she would
Rather
have
than an
drained
actual
humanity.
country. I don't know. I know you love Cap, so you're gonna let him have it. Any old
Sort of-
tat he throws
this is
at
from
you.
Sort of
Ronald
looks
Reagan
like
in
a-
a small airplane.
Hey,
Reason-
she's
reason
still-
proper arguments
she's
that I
still
have
a
always
queen.
ignored.
That
Right.
almost
So you
looks
go with it.
looks a little Gustav Klimt almost, that cover. It's I like it.
Looks a little yellow.
No, that's
very
gold.
yellow. That's piss
gold.
yellow for sure. Piss yellow.
No, that's gold. That's
Gold.
very pretty. I did kind of like the movie though. The Queen of the, or was it Lestat? What was the name of the
Well, I
movie? I
think
did kind of
I
like
think
it.
there was a Queen of the Damned at the end, but that wasn't as good.
Yeah.
But still, what happened? But still, I like the movie. It's not great, I imagine, if you really look at the plot, but still, it was entertaining. I like the lady that played the Queen of the Damned. It was pretty. Well, I'm giving this queen a 10.
It was a good. I like the series too. It was a good book series.
I still need to read it.
What state was she the head of? Does anyone know? What country was she the head of? What state was she the
It
head
was
of?
the head of the vampires.
Fangoria.
Let it go.
The only state
Fangoria.
on that comic was the state of the decision to choose it.
She was the head of Lestat. Think about that one.
Yeah, she had
Had
Lestat's
working
head.
things around it.
Well, you better show your comic book quick.
Come on, don't wake up.
Oh
I
my
think
God,
Mr.
I'm so
Dan might be
sorry.
stuck.
I thought you were doing an imitation of our.
Well,
of our
it was-
leader.
He's still in shock at how poor that decision was. I agree, Darren. But snap out of it, mate. I know it was a rubbish decision, but come on now, show your comic.
No, it's
No,
Yeah,
not.
one
he
time
just
Drake
started
can't shut up
mentioning
about
head
it.
Lestat and the Queen of the Damned. He started thinking, how would the blowjob work?
Is that what you were
Okay.
thinking? Oh,
the Emperor.
The Emperor of the Galaxy, I suppose. Or the Empire.
Wait, I
Man,
need to
he's
go get one of my
fuck ugly.
robes. I look just like that picture.
Yeah, it's true.
God damn it, he's fuck ugly.
Uh-huh. Enough about Kyle. Just talk about the comic book.
I do love the
itself.
color of the cover. The
It's got some
purple.
purple in it.
Is that supposed to be Darth Vader or Anakin Skywalker there? In
I'm
the
not sure who the
blue
guy
jelly?
Darth Vader for sure.
That's
Why
the
does he
Emperor
look
Palpatine.
like that?
I don't know who the guy in front is.
No.
He's swimming in Palpatine.
No, I'm just kidding. It's not Darth. I don't know who it is.
Well, whatever he says, he's covered in jizz.
That's true.
No,
Lisa has instructed me to tell you that she met Darth Vader. He picked her up and what did he do?
He lifted her up.
Because he was the guy who did the Green Cross Code in this country before he became Darth Vader, and he visited the schools. And when Lisa was about 7, he went to her school. She met him when he thought he was
that's
Darth
cool.
Oh, okay.
Look, he's the Jedi master.
Vader. Oh dearie me!
Yeah, the jizz master.
That's
a
why his
good
eyes
one,
look so sore. He's got some. Yeah, let's not go
He's
there.
got
I
pink
think that
eyes.
would
so
not
he's
be
Jedi.
that would not be Darth Vader because he would be missing limbs, right?
David Prowse. That's correct.
Oh, who is that?
That's the guy who played Darth Vader.
Didn't several guys play him? One did the acting, the other one did the voice and everything.
some-
James Earl Jones did the voice. Yeah.
Yeah,
The original actor did the voice, but they didn't like. Lucas didn't like it, and they
Yeah.
dubbed it over.
Yeah, I did always wonder why get 2 different actors.
Well, his accent didn't have the gravitas of the other guy.
And that's why this is the 7 cover.
I do kind of wonder who's the guy in front of him. Why is he covered in blue jizz? But still, I do love how that cover looks. Gross, that is.
They had a contest to see which Jedi Master could win the soggy biscuit, and he won.
Oh dear.
Well, the sogginess aside, I'm giving it a 10.
Okay.
That's great art and it's purple.
It brought back good memories for you, Matilda.
Oh, then my comic book.
I wish.
This guy, he's not a world ahead of state yet, but he's going to become a head of state. At this point, he's merely a traitorous insurrectionist colonial at this point. And someone.
Does that count?
And what's up to you, Matilda? Some kid with the adoption of a little bit of a pen have kind of made him into a hash up, like an amalgam. It says an amalgam of George Washington and Adolf Hitler because he's drawn a little moustache on him. But this is George Washington, or General Washington, as he was at the time, before he actually becomes the first president.
No. That's Hitler Washington.
Yeah, exactly. Someone's drawn a little tash on him. And it's like, yeah.
Right.
So this
Sure.
is 2 world leaders, 2 heads of state rolled into one.
Adolf
Washington and Adolf. It's Adolf
But they
Washington.
weren't even near the same time period, would they?
No, Matilda, it was a joke, Matilda. Someone drew a moustache on him, and I'm making a joke. It's not really Adolf Washington.
It's a German comic book.
Well, that all makes sense now.
Very nice.
I guess those are time travelers, yeah?
And he's
Yeah.
saying, I cannot
Yeah.
tell a lie.
Time
Pull my
master.
finger.
Right.
This is
He's
back in the
either
day
he's
when he was
saying,
really
pull my
insurrectionist
finger or smell my
colonial
finger.
upstart.
I cannot tell a lie. Smell my finger.
Yeah, that's it.
Ew.
Come on, Gray, admit it. You decided to do a little.
He did it.
I wouldn't
Blame
do
it on
that.
some
I
kid.
respect my comic covers too much. I
Mhm.
did once draw on a logo, a Brave and the Bold logo with a pencil for some reason. I went over it with a pencil. That was years ago. It was years ago.
Oh, when you were 20?
No, more
Years
years
ago,
ago.
it'd be 60.
To Gray is insert. And what? Well, the art's not bad, but would he really count because he was still just a general?
Well, he wasn't the queen of the damned, I know. The queen of an unspecified country.
Hijab. Hijab.
Depends if you know you love Cap and like to be gracious.
Right.
You go with your gut. Matilda.
Mhm.
You go with your gut.
I missed
I
that.
just say at least she was already a queen. I mean, he's technically not the president yet.
No, he's not the president yet, but I think you know from history that he becomes the president, the first president, in fact, of the United States.
All right, we'll say that he is the president. And that Hitler mustache is ruining it.
Yeah, a little bit. I think he makes it more fun.
We don't need to hear about your cosplay in bed there.
Imagine someone actually did a cosplay like that. What a weird fetish.
It'd be a mashup. It'd be an amalgam.
When you said that first, I thought you were serious. Someone made an amalgam. And I'm like, why?
No.
What? How would that make sense?
Me serious?
No.
Well, I'm taking 1 point off for the mustache. 9.
Okie dokie. I hope you remember that next time Roger's on the show.
I like Mr. Meteor's mustache.
I think you should take a point off for Roger's mustache every show, personally. Anyway, let's go to the jury to see how they feel.
Oh, don't start there, Mr. Gray. I'm going to start judging beards.
Vote for the father of your country, guys. Come on, the father of your country. Vote for him.
Yeah, then I decided to become Hitler for Halloween.
Where would you be if he hadn't decided he didn't want to pay any more taxes? Come on now. You should have got the bus if you didn't want to pay for any taxes.
All right, we got 1 vote for Mr. Mancave, 1 for Mr. Kyle, another 1 for Mr. Mancave, another 1 for Mr. Kyle, 1 for Tom. 2 votes for you, Mr. Gray. One of them's a sympathy.
Tom would be tomfoolery because I'm Tom.
Okay, so 3 for you, Mr. Mancave. Wait, another 1 for Mr. Kyle, another 1 for you, Mr. Mancave. Wait, Mr. Mancave, you might be.
Did I see that there are boobies on this?
1, 2.
Look at that top hat, Can't go wrong with that.
3, 4. Yeah, you have 4, Mr. Mancave.
I don't think that is not approved. There you go. Can't believe it.
Mr. Mancave it is.
All these unpatriotic Americans. I don't know. Right then.
All right.
Over to Kyle.
Well, I originally thought just keep it all real world leaders and stuff like that, but I thought, what fun would that be? This is comic books.
Yep.
So I figure I'm going to go big and pick a ruler of his own planet.
Yeah.
Tattoo.
Ooh.
And he's all purple.
He's not a ruler of a planet, is he?
Well, he eats planets. I'm not sure if he
He
rules
runs
them.
his own world.
Okay. I thought he just traveled around the galaxy eating planets. I didn't know he had his own world as well.
He has his own planet is his ship, Tattoo.
Okay.
Where people exist on it.
I like the embossed effect on the title there.
Yep. And nice and big and purple.
I love that book. I remember buying that book off the spinner rack.
Purple Galactus.
What's his name? Not Doomsday.
Doctor Doom.
The planet
Dark
where they
Side.
the planet where they torture everyone. It's like hell.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Dark Side.
DC, Matilda.
I'm surprised we haven't seen a Dark Side or a Doctor Doom yet.
I've got a backup Dark Side.
Oh, thanks.
I've got Dark Side backup, but
because he's technically a ruler.
But
isn't
yeah,
he?
I mean,
Rules
look
the
at all
hell.
that purple. The headers in purple, just purple.
Yeah. He's got a bucket on his head, Matilda. You don't want to vote for a bucket on his head,
I'm
surely.
just catering to Matilda.
Well, his helmet's less ridiculous than the villain from last week. The one with
If Kal-El had a
Spider-Man
bucket on his head,
one.
we'd all agree it was a good thing.
No,
but not a villain.
Not the Daredevil villain, the one with the ridiculous helmet. The one that can spring really high. Yeah.
Galactus.
No.
Stilt man.
Well, I guess the ship is his planet and he eats planets. I suppose he's the ruler.
Yeah.
Well, he wouldn't have anyone left to rule. He eats all of them. The dark side, the ruler of the apocalypse.
Yes.
Darkseid is the ruler of Apocalypse. Yes, he's the completely unchallenged head of state for Apocalypse. Anyone who challenges him gets to be tortured by Desard.
Yeah, it's one fucked up thing there. Yeah, I guess we can count him as being fun.
He runs the planet.
Well, he runs the planet. He does count. You can't argue with a big purple dude. So I'll give you a 10. That is a really lovely cover.
Come on now.
All right.
Then I've never heard of him running on a planet. I've never seen any comics where he's actually on a planet unless he's eating them. But
yeah,
I bow to your wisdom.
This is a comic where he's actually running a planet. You now see one.
So is that his origin? So he run a planet to begin with before he become a planet eater.
Kyle, you'll appreciate this. A friend of mine, Comic Head 84, and I feel like Galactus gets beaten up too easily nowadays in modern comics. So we actually were going to make a hat, make Galactus great again. Purple.
Well, I would wear that.
That's almost funny. Just make it purple and make sure.
Yeah, we definitely make it purple. It'd have to be purple.
Yeah,
you know, but we haven't gotten around to it.
Tell
Anyway.
the difference.
Maybe we should make a hat that says "Remove all characters from modern writers."
Yeah, because I'm a huge fan of Galactus. He was one of my favorite villains as a kid. Probably my favorite villain as a kid. And anyway, enough. You know, I shouldn't promote someone else's book. But I can't help myself.
Gee.
Thanks, I'm going to show an Englishman because there's two esteemed English fellows on this panel here. And there was a pretty famous English head of state that was in comics periodically. We got USA Comics.
We haven't seen a Queen Elizabeth.
USA Comics #5 with
more
Churchill, Hitler, Mussolini. Tojo's technically got the head of the state, but he's there. So they're all trying to get Winston Churchill to sign a Ford agreement. You got the skull with the candle.
And then he's being protected by little weird midgets.
Yep, the Victory Boys.
Wow, you got a fair few world leaders there.
And in the back, we got a pretty cool cover too. A little out to Terry Toons.
Amazing.
I think that hit the nail on the head for the.
There's so many world leaders on that. That's going to be worth like 50 points.
Yeah, I agree with that. But
I love how the Victory Boys have their underwear above the leotard.
Let's not criticize leotards now.
That's de rigueur for Victory Boys. Yeah. Okay.
They look ridiculous, though.
They didn't actually get very popular, so you don't see them much.
I wonder why.
I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, not bad. Art was a bit. But there you go. It's got definitely.
Now, I was showing your Winston Churchill. Where would you be without Winston? You know.
Yeah.
I saw Winston Churchill was fatter, though. Wasn't he?
Roger, you're correct. Tojo was the head of military, but Hirohito was the technical
Hirohito was.
Well, we got 3 heads of state in there, and we got all that shenanery. It is hilarious, though, so I'll give you a 10.
Yes, thank
you. Nice one.
For all these slabs, I tell you.
Yeah, good
it's
point.
a big slab.
Yeah, points off the slab, Matilda. I'm sure it was a point off per slab.
Crack the slabs. Crack the slabs.
I'll send you a hammer for that.
I have done it. I actually did it on the show once. Remember, I cracked the torch.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
I love that one.
Well, since we don't have Bill on here, I figured I might as well show a Conan since Bill, but you know, we better show a little
King Conan.
Well,
Conan was a king too, right? So, King Conan.
Microwave. I thought you meant the machine.
Yeah.
Oh,
recently, I'm sure someone showed.
Conan?
Yeah, Bill's not here. I had to show one.
Dude, what the fuck?
Did you not show that one a couple of weeks back for some reason?
No, we haven't seen this one. I would have remembered.
Dr. Doom and Conan recently. Maybe it was.
You know, Conan's looking under a Doom skirt.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
He's like, I got the can opener for you.
Yeah, those two are perfect for a dick measuring contest. They have the appropriate wear.
2-5 makes the 10.
If I'd have got all comic characters, I would have done a King Conan, but nah.
Dr. Doom's a ruler. He's a ruler of his own country.
Yep, that variant. Indeed.
And if Conan was king there, that would have been 2 rolls, but that's an awesome cover and a very beefy cover.
Conan was the king of Pyboria.
So I'm giving it a 10.
Okie dokie, good
And
one.
also it has a bit of purple in the background.
All right, then. Let's go from heads of state to a man in the state. It's Darren with his next comic book.
You think Dr. Doom wears underwear?
The competition today is like, wow, I am rapidly hurtling towards last place. So I'm really going out there with this one.
You didn't suck up to Matilda enough this week.
Obviously not. Although I must admit this one's going to get ripped to smithereens. So I think I'm going for last place. That's my new strategy. When Henry Cavill joins the MCU as Captain Britain, these comics are going to be expensive because they're original art and original stories. But my head of state
don't
here,
let them take Captain Britain. My God, they're gonna fuck it up.
that's my head of state. It's the Red Queen or the Queen of Hearts, and she's head of Wonderland.
That's the Joker's cousin.
Nice.
Every time she's upset with someone, she wants to chop their head off. Look, off with their heads.
Yeah.
Off with their head. Is that the Joker's cousin there?
This is the crazy gang. There's the Knave of Hearts and like Tweedledum, Tweedledee, the Blue Monkey type thing.
I love it. It's got Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah,
Alice in Wonderland. Absolutely.
They're villains based on Alice in Wonderland characters.
I love that. I love Alice in Wonderland.
And this is Alan Davis
I
writing.
gotta say, they did the Red Queen dirty. Those are some droopy boobs.
Callie beat me to it, the Jabberwock.
Jabberwocky.
Fun movie, too.
As a movie on that?
Yeah, Jabberwocky. It was done by a lot of the people who also
Monty
did
Python.
Monty Python, but it was
Terry Gilliam.
yeah.
Beware the Jabberwock, my son. And the toothsome bandersnatch or whatever it was.
King of Aqualung.
Yes.
I
Yes.
gotta find my books.
Go.
Anyway, I love it. I love Alice in Wonderland stuff, and I love that art style. 10.
Now, is Henry Cavill really gonna be Captain
All
Britain?
right.
That would be
All
awesome.
right.
Or are you just joking? Are you just
All
playing
right.
with my heartstrings?
Huh?
Is Cavell gonna actually be Captain Britain, or are you just playing with my heartstrings? Because I love.
Please
It's a
don't let
rumor,
them
it's
put
a
him in the
rumor.
MCU.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
Right.
It's got to happen.
Yeah.
So for this one,
Please don't let them put their mitts on Captain Britain.
right. So for this one, I haven't gone for an actual person, real known person, but it is in comic book. It's
What a shocker!
Why
Don't worry. Matilda likes
Hey,
the shocker,
hey,
so you're okay.
Are you already
Right.
planning how to knock me down, Matilda? I mean, before I even show the comic book, are you already like thinking of what way you can like mark points off me? What's going on?
Love
Just
it.
saying, we already had my real heads of state, so what a
Well,
shocker!
no, so far I've shown Reagan twice, and I've shown Blinking Washington, so that's 3 heads of state. This is the first one who's not actually was never actually a real person. But anyway, if you let me get on with it instead of preparing to knock my comics down before I've even shown it,
She's
like,
only
I'm
giving
gonna
you
show it, so
the
I'm not
ends.
gonna bother reading it out.
Heads
But basically, this guy is an
Focus
evil
later.
dictator, as it says here. I carved your wax replica as ordered, evil dictator, but you didn't know when its wax melted, so would you. So there's a bit of voodoo going on in the witching.
Wow.
So it's
And you
just
can
some
see-
generic evil dictator.
Yes, it's not a known person, as I was saying. It's a generic evil dictator.
Gotcha.
What's
I
a
must
dictator?
say,
It's
I
not
don't
even a
like
legitimate
the.
unknown person like Doctor Doom.
Right.
It's just some unknown person.
It's not a comic book character that's known. It's a one-off in a DC horror comic, basically.
I really hate those eyes.
I think that
If
witch
you-
is the head of her little witches
Covenant.
crew. So maybe you got something.
If you've watched my 13 Nights of Halloween, I did this one for one of my 13 Nights of Halloween. Years
Oh,
back.
so you're saying you showed this one already?
No, I'm not saying that at all. If you listen to the words in the sentence that I'm forming, Cap, what I said was, I did a
you know.
You guys did not bring anybody.
Oh, I heard this. This
Halloween.
guy might be a
And in it,
dictator, but he
I did a
really isn't a
rendition of
dictator.
the story from this comic book. That's what I'm saying. Clean your
okay.
ears out. Take one less toke next time before we start the show, and we'll all be understanding each other.
Sure.
Well, I like it, Greg.
It's a good comic book, mate.
I don't like the voodoo guy's hat though.
Fair enough.
It looks ridiculous.
He doesn't like your headphones.
You can go suck a dick.
So can you, that's what he says.
Well, I'm sure he already sucks voodoo dick. Well, anyway, I still do love that one. You know, that's a fictional dictator, but you couldn't pick a known one.
Right.
I could have done, but I prefer this one. I think this one's cool.
It is a shame we don't know the dictator.
I've got a JFK, I've got a Rushmore, and I've got what you call it, what's the name now? Winston Churchill. But I thought this one was just better art. And I know how you like a horror comic.
I do. Well, even though it's not a real one, I'll give you a 10 for the cool melting effect.
Thank you very much.
It was a beneficent dictator, Thomas Hobbes.
Yeah, you think we can summon a voodoo guy
Earlier
like
in the
that
chat,
for our
there
own
was a
ones?
comment. Earlier in the chat, there was a
Yes, Mr. Darren?
Earlier in the chat, there was a comment about how civil the show was without Metarog. I'm not sure if that lasted about 5 minutes because it seems to have descended into mayhem and insult slinging.
I like to get
that's part of the fun.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
I like to get
mandatory.
the aggro out with Matilda. It's all good fun. It gets more thumbs up, I think.
Well, don't worry, we don't need Mr. Metarog for that. Believe me.
Metarog
All right,
just
one
to
goes
show
for
the
Mr.
boobs.
Cap.
The boobs and the butts. That's Metarog.
One for Mr. Mankey, one for Doc. Another one for you, Mr. Cap. One for Mr. Darren, one for Mr. Gray, Mr. Mancave, Mr. Mancave, Mr. Mancave.
None for me.
Mr. Mancave. I think
And
Mr.
just
Mancave.
paid them all off.
All right.
What's that old
Thank you,
tap?
thank you.
Honestly, what's going on?
See, I'm telling you, people do
Matilda.
love Britain. It's Winston Churchill. I'm telling you, you Brits are only showing American leaders there.
Another one for Tom. I take it that's for you, Mr. Mancave.
Yeah.
And
Mr.
Matilda, if
Mancave.
these guys upset you, all you got to yell is "off with their heads."
Yeah.
I do like the Alice of Wonderland.
That would be me.
Is this the last round? I've lost track.
Yeah.
Last round.
last
It's
round.
the last round.
Over to you, Carl.
Well, if I can clear my screen here. All right. So, yeah, I figured I'd hold off with the big guns till the last round. So,
Ooh.
Dude.
the first solo Doctor Doom story.
It looks like he's got a wedgie.
Nice little Wally Wood. And technically, here in the corner box, of course, you've got the Prince / King of Atlantis in there, too. But
That's true.
What's
No,
he
Is that-
dropping under that skirt?
Why does it have a big V on it in
Is
black?
that also the first appearance of the Tick?
12. There you go. It says 12. It's a it's a news agent mark. It was a markdown.
I thought it
It
was
was
a
nonsense and grease pen. This would
That's
come
cool.
right off if I wanted to, but I'm not.
Awesome.
No.
But
Very
this is
nice
the
book.
first solo Doctor Doom story.
Between the legs cover as well.
Oh, yeah, that's between the legs.
Yep.
Nice little planets. His balls
Yeah.
are showing.
For
Yeah.
sure. You call them
He has
planets,
too many
all
balls.
right.
Looks like
Look,
he's been drinking
They're
bubble bath
mostly
again.
all red, but he's got a couple blue balls down here.
He's been drinking bubble bath and he's farting bubbles.
He's in the bathtub.
Yeah.
I wonder if his suit like covers his lower half too. Does he have metal underwear? That is the question.
Chastity belt.
Yeah. Or maybe his dick's been burned off. I don't know. But anyway, that is it. He's standing in that position of the Tick, isn't he? Looks very similar, but I love it.
That
Got the
predates the
planets.
Tick, so I'd say we give him.
I'm giving it a 10.
Okie dokie.
Nice little
Oh, a lot of
inside
tens on
story
this
too
show,
when they
isn't
tried
there?
to relaunch Marvel in the 50s.
Okay then. Last one.
Marvel needs a
All
relaunch now.
One last. I have a bunch of choice here, but I think I'll just go with this one. It's a pretty cool book by Joe Simon. And we got Cap number 2.
Ah.
We got
No.
Captain America interrupting
Is that
the,
George Washington?
the Fuhrer, rescuing Bucky as usual.
Is that
And
not
the first-
George Washington? He's got the same moustache.
Little round shield action. There's George Washington, yes. With his
Yeah.
mustache.
Was the restoration on that color touch?
Yes, you can see it right here pretty easy.
Yeah,
That's like a
I
big
can,
Yeah,
I
it's
can
a
see it
little,
as soon as you lifted it up.
yep, it's a
So,
little
yeah.
ham-handed color touch
Yeah.
right
Why
there.
did they do that?
I couldn't help
That's so-
myself. I got
that
my
must be so
crayon out
annoying.
and I was like,
Yeah. It looks marvelous. Looks lovely. Looks very nice.
"Thank you."
Very
Yes,
nice.
it's called Hitler. Everyone knows now.
George Hitler.
It's just a callback to my cover, Matilda.
Oh,
I
he's
don't feel so bad about the first one I
Wait.
showed tonight now. There's been so many Hitlers.
Yeah. Oh,
He
cool.
was a head of state. You know,
Was a
we
head
like
of
state.
villain. We like to see villains getting their comeuppance.
a lot of Hitler being punched covers.
Yeah.
I like that one. You know, and Bucky's costume is the guy looks like the one in the same colors of the Victory Boys. I can see why Bucky was more successful. But
Yeah.
still, that's very cool. A lot of action. 10.
Okie
Thank
dokie.
you. Thank you.
Another perfect 10. But, Cap, me old boy, your last comic book, sir.
Well, I was gonna use the Queen of Hearts, but I think I've used this one a couple times.
Mm.
I don't want
I
to
did
use that
love
one.
that one.
And then I was thinking about, the Queen of Seas, but I think I've used this one too. So I figured I'd just go with somebody of the death.
Hella.
Okay, so she's the head of the state of Hella, I'm guessing.
Of hell.
Yeah,
Nice.
fair enough.
Oh, look, there's Thor dying.
I think that vaguely fits in just as good as Queen of the Damned, I suppose. But yeah, that's still, I'd say it's better than Queen of the Damned.
Better than a fake
You
dictator.
could say her realm. Yeah, she's the head of the realm, isn't she? So that's kind of like a
Yeah.
head of state, isn't it? Yeah. Well played.
Oh, look, there's Thor dead, and he's.
I always liked her
And
outfit,
in
man.
the comics, he's their
What the
brother
hell?
as well.
In the long Marvel tradition of wacky hats, Hell with
certainly.
Stellars is pretty good, isn't it?
Now, if I recall, Matilda, you actually don't like Jack Kirby that much, though, right? So you gotta.
What you don't know,
Let this
what you
down a
don't
little
know
bit.
about Hella's head, what you don't know about Hella's head.
I'm not huge on his art style a lot of the times. Sometimes it looks okay, other times it's a bit too boxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
I
I
mean,
don't like about
Lady Death is always good too. She's
Oh
always,
yeah, you
queen
definitely
of-
got a
Right,
10
right.
from Matilda for that one.
She's a pirate queen in this one, So, but
Yeah,
I'll go
that's-
with this one.
But she's not a
That's-
head of
that's-
state.
She'd be even
right.
less of a head of state than the Queen of the Damned, the big pirate.
Yeah, the Queen of the
you know-
Damned.
Well, she could be the queen of my state. So I mean,
Hey, Mr. Cat, remember, Tori's your only queen.
okay.
But that one is good. That one is good though. I like how Thor's soul's coming out of his body, clearly going to hell. And Hela does look cool. I will say I hated the Thor Ragnarok. It was fucking stupid. The movie, I mean, I really hated the movie. That one ruined it for me. Afterwards, I didn't want to see any Marvel movies.
Which movie ruined it?
The Thor Ragnarok one.
She was not a fan of Thor Ragnarok.
Nah, it was terrible, I thought.
Hmm.
But Helen was pretty good in it, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to give this one a 10.
Okie dokie.
We love a
Another
Queen of
10.
Hell.
Another 10 for the woman with a coat rack for a hat.
Turns out she does like Kirby. Oh well.
Yeah.
Sometimes his art is fine.
Well, going back to that little message in the chat early on today about it being so civil, Gray, I think we need a new rule in this channel. No barracking. So no barracking.
Is that a Barack Obama you're talking about?
I'm banning the barracking. I'm banning it.
They bleached Obama hard in that photo.
But that's not what I'm showing. What I'm showing is so much better. Ming the Merciless.
Oh, I did say
Oh, Flash.
Holy
I
shit,
love
what
that.
is
I
that?
love that.
He's the unblinking, whatever the word
Ah,
is,
it's Flash Gordon.
hater of Mongo.
Now, Gray, didn't I
Oh.
tell you there would be a Ming the Merciless?
Yeah,
Called
good
it.
one.
I like the creature Flash Gordon's fighting.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I like the look.
Love those old Chartons. Love them.
And a ring of
Ming the
fire,
Man.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash?
Yeah. Don't forget to
Yeah.
knock a point off for the moustache.
Flash.
Yeah,
Very nice for an Englishman.
that's cool.
That's a cool composition. So he was a real dictator or a fictional one?
He was the head of the planet of Mongo, so he was
Yeah,
a
So
fictional.
real.
Bearing in mind we haven't discovered any life on other planets, you can safely assume he's fictional as far as we know, Matilda.
Well, I like his
statistically,
look.
In an infinite universe, he's real, but theoretical.
Exactly.
All right.
Well, anyway, I'm
reading
going to
my
give that one a 10. That's very
Okey-dokey.
cool.
Better
I love
Ming
that
the
cover
Merc-
composition.
Better Ming the Merciless than Mung the Merciless.
Right, I'm going with this one. Again, it's not. You can't see it was actually supposed to be a real
You
president.
got
or not.
Skeletor now. Just show your shirt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, you got Skeletor.
He-Man.
The power! By the power of Greyman.
Oh, wait, you could have showed He-Man's father. He was the head of state. He was
Yeah,
king.
no, I'm not going to show anything to do with He-Man.
Ray is He-Man's father.
Right, I'm going to show you.
Oh,
He-Man
yeah.
arms.
Good thing he didn't get his genes.
Let's not let him get a word in edgewise.
Exactly.
Not at all.
No, it never does. I think the lag doesn't help. Right,
It
so,
reminds you of home. Reminds you of
Yeah,
home.
right.
hey, don't, babe,
I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I don't get a word in with you, babe. Can you turn the shut up?
No.
Turn the shut up.
Yeah.
Shut your bloody mouth, you.
He made us say it. He made us say it.
He's trying to be head of
Okay.
state, though.
So
Don't let him
we've
do
got the
it,
Oval Office.
Lisa.
We've got the Oval Office. Mr. President, keep your secret weapon. If I go mad and endanger the world, push the panic button and I'll self-destruct. So here we go. We can't see who the president is on this cover.
I was certain you were going to show Mona Lewinsky.
Oh, you got the
That'd be
monolith
Dick
there.
Nixon.
You got the what's it?
That'd be
The
Nixon.
not called a
That's-
monolith, whatever it's called.
Right, Monica
The
Lewinsky was her
Shard,
name.
Cleopatra's Needle, whatever it's bloody called. That thing in the background there. Monument? No, I don't bloody know what it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, tell
Washington
me.
Monument.
Yeah, monument.
I don't know if it's called the Monument. It's called something or other. But so
Called
it's
the
just
Tower of
America.
Orthanc.
That would be some tricky dick right there.
You reckon? Could be.
1970. That has to be Nixon. It's
Well, on the other hand, he
1970.
lived in a town called Metropolis, which doesn't really exist. So maybe.
Right.
I love how it brings him a little purple volcano to press on.
Yeah, I like the fact it's the Oval Office as well. You got
Yeah,
it looks pretty
That's
cool.
1970. That has to be tricky dick.
Mhm.
Trick.
There you go, Matilda. I've shown you a dick, so that must get more points, surely.
Well, it's not the
Yeah,
guy
see
that
it,
I was
so, you
hoping
know.
for, though, so not really.
It's a slicky, tricky dicky, Matilda. Get your points out.
It's not my kind of dick, sorry. I prefer Dick Grayson.
There you go.
That's my favorite dick. Okay. But still, that is the president. He's in the Oval Office. He's in Washington. And Superman's bringing him a retarded invention. 10.
Thank you. It's a self-destruct panic button, Matilda. It's not.
It's retarded and probably doesn't happen.
Anyway, over to the jury.
I'm disappointed we didn't see Jimmy Olsen though.
Does
I don't
he
think
have
any-
a tricky dick she calls Matilda?
I don't think there's any
Matilda.
presidents on Jimmy Olsen covers, is there? Madildo?
Does she have a tricky dick she calls Matilda?
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Honestly,
Matilda,
this is why Carl is last minute replacement ever. It's never a first choice because
I
you
like
know
it. I like it.
what I said about the monetization. You know, people like him and Matilda together. It's like a recipe for disaster.
That's why my channel is so low. Susan won't let me rise. Well, that and I don't show boobs, so. All right, we got one vote for you, Mr. Cap, one for Mr. Darren, another one for Mr. Darren, another one for Mr. Cap, one for Mr. Gray, another one for Mr. Darren. Oh,
I've gotta
four for
say-
you, Mr. Darren. Nice.
Wow.
I got to say, it's a very strong
One for
round.
you,
Yeah.
Mr. Manning.
This
I'd
is a
vote for
very
that.
My
strong.
first Doom gets nothing after Doom won that last.
I think that was a very strong round. There were all really cool comics on that round, actually. Looking at them there as the jury would decide, and I thought, oh, I wouldn't argue with any of those ones getting the vote, actually, on that one. But anyway,
All right, that's it,
All
Mr. Darren. You got the extra 3 points.
I got a couple of votes. I'll take that. Thank you, James.
Yeah, I got a pity vote in there.
I gotta show this because I wanted to show it so much.
Oh, I love that one. I have
Oh,
that
yeah.
one,
Queen
actually.
Elizabeth
somewhere.
first. Yeah.
Queen Elizabeth I and Dr. Doom's hand holding this little locket. So that's 2 for
Right.
1.
There you go.
And
Good old Dr.
I got a
Gray,
couple
you
of
mentioned
backup.
it through the legs, Gray.
Oh yeah. Who's that? Who put you on
Hitler
the...
through the legs.
Oh yeah.
This
yeah,
had too much yellow, or I would have played it, since Lando rules the Cloud City of Bespin.
yeah. Okay.
Gray,
It
I
has
almost
too
showed
much
this
yellow.
one, but I would cry if it lost, so it would have.
Like I
They
said,
showed
Matt
number
was
2
obvious.
instead, huh?
Yeah. I
Count,
showed number
count the
2
world
instead.
leaders on that one.
Oh blimey, yeah.
It's just a ton of them.
I was
So many great
one of the
comics.
big screen one at a time.
I didn't take an easy layup with that one.
Wakanda, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great one.
Of course,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
beat Cap number 1, but
Let's just put everyone in the big screen one at a time, and so we can all show what we was going to show. Where's
didn't take an easy layup with that one.
Go on.
Didn't
Blimey,
take an easy layup with that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me show this again. Again, too much yellow.
Right.
48
certainly
famous
pulled out a few
Americans,
books,
3
mate.
presidents.
Blimey.
Yeah.
No,
Conan the King.
Rayman didn't avoid this one. I messed up. I thought I had space for everybody, and I messed up thinking I needed an extra person.
Tarzan.
The Lord
And I
of the
missed
Jungle.
Rayman out.
Yeah,
So it was
Thought
completely
about the
my
Lord
fault
of the
Rayman's
Jungle.
not on this week. Because he had the comics ready and everything. And
Too much yellow, so I couldn't go with that Kennedy.
Yeah.
The obvious as far as Doom went, Emperor Doom.
Hmm.
So
All right, come on, that's enough
And
now.
then,
Bloody hell.
the one thing I wanted to show Matilda that was relevant to her that's not actually a comic book, first meeting of the UN,
Nothing.
which was the League of Nations, where they
Okay.
discussed putting Albert Einstein as the first prime minister of
What
Israel.
did you? Let's see what blinking.
All right, I'm back.
So
Yeah.
I would have
You
done
missed
this
the
one,
longest blinking.
but I would have cried if
Yeah.
it lost. I would have cried if it lost.
Which
I had
one?
it.
It would have got my vote.
Captain America won.
All right.
That
Punch
would have
the
just
Hitler.
been unfair because I would have voted for you. I would have demanded to vote for you there.
Twice.
We got Hitler driving a drill.
Yeah.
Some Nazi drilling, eh?
That Cap number 1 deserves a 20. Period.
Well, I appreciate
End of
that. I
discussion.
agree. It would. We got all of them
That's too yellow.
Knock out the axis.
throwing a bunch of rocks at Hitler, etc.
I hope all these comics you're showing were bought from the newsstand by you, or they don't count.
Yeah.
All right.
They're all
That guy's
newsstand editions.
Good point.
I think my favorite Hitler face is what happens to him in Little Nicky, where he has to be a maid and gets pineapple
mini
shoved
Hitler.
up the rectum.
Is that all of them? You got
So
more?
I got two more.
God.
Yellow.
That is too
Oh, yeah.
yellow.
Yeah.
And then this last one's not really an
Jesus,
emperor, but
awesome.
it's to me it's the king of one of the kings of comics, and it's a yellow cover though, so I probably wouldn't have shown it. But
Oh,
Oh,
blimey.
damn.
Jeez,
I'm not
Louise.
I
huge on
decided
that
not to show
cover.
that.
It hasn't got a head of state on it. Was that just to show off, or was there a head of state on there I couldn't see?
It was just a flag.
Go off.
I really don't like
Nice.
that cover, though.
Anyone else got some comics that didn't show they want to show now? Darren, did you have any more you want to show?
There was only the one. Go on in. Just this one because it's a bit different. It's a magazine,
yeah.
Marvel magazine.
Remo.
Mount
Oh, I
Rushmore.
love that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Well,
that is
that's
cool.
Gotta love
Whoa.
Remo.
That is cool. Well, I've got a few that I had in the backup. So I've got Superboy with meets JFK.
No, too yellow.
Yeah, exactly. But he meets JFK on that one. I've got Mount Rushmore with the Hulk.
Ooh, that would
yeah,
have
I
gotten you a
have that
10.
I have that. I love that
Bracket,
book.
yeah.
I've got All-Star Squadron where they're saving Winston Churchill from Kung.
Yes, but we
Ooh.
decided
I think it was like
we
F.W. de Klerk from
we-
South Africa on this one.
he sort of looks like Gorbachev too.
Yeah,
Without
I
the-
showed this one before on Train Week, actually. So I've shown it before on Train Week. And then the other one
That
that I
train
got
is too small.
was the ruler of Apocalypse, of course.
There we
Darkseid.
go.
And I thought it was
That's
quite a
a
cool cover
great
with
one.
all lots of characters on it, but
Yeah,
you
you
go,
gotta
just
give
go,
this
bro.
to Darkseid. He takes care of his teeth.
oh, it's teeth.
There was one. There was one that I really, really wanted to show, but I didn't have it. But I nearly bought it off eBay just to show it. I thought it was so cool. It's Doom
Don't waste it on this show.
2099, about number 29, where it's a double cover and it's on like
Yeah.
foil type that glossy stuff. It's got a whole amount Rushmore, and I think Doom is also one of the figures on Rushmore as well.
There's another Jimmy Carter I held off on.
Right, let's go to the final decision from the judge now.
Tricky
Hey,
Dick.
rest in peace, man. Rest in peace, Jimmy.
Alfred E. Newman on Mount Rushmore.
Or is he still alive? Did his wife
This
die?
is the
He's
point
still
where you
alive.
stop showing comic books, Carl, and let Matilda give it the scores.
Yes, may we progress, please? Come on, guys. I still have porn to read afterwards.
Come on then, get on with it.
Okay. So, fifth place this week with 48 points is Mr. Cap.
Oh.
Hold my title. Told you. That's my title.
I was trying to knock him off
If we're
bottom
playing
place.
Omaha High-Low, you win.
Well done, Mr. Cap. Okay. Fourth place this week with 51 points is Mr. Gray.
Gray amazing.
Yay! Woohoo! And third place this week with third place with 52 votes points is Mr. Kyle. Woohoo!
Woo!
Yay!
How did this happen?
Second place this week with 53 points is Mr. Darren. Woohoo!
Ming
Hold
the
on a second.
Merciless.
And
One
first
second,
place
one second,
this
one
week.
Thanks for the stream chat.
Nice.
August
And
panel.
first place this week, back again and taking the championship with 56 points is Mr. Man Cave.
Incredible.
Go,
Incredible
Mr. Man
performance.
Cave.
Oh,
All that
boy.
old chat that he showed, how does he do it? I don't get it.
There's a world leader book to read right there.
Nothing but crusty old comic books he showed, honestly.
I know they're all
Looks like he's
slabs.
about
You
to
know,
take a
just-
shit.
Oh, that's interesting looking, Kyle. I'll have to check that out.
Noam Chomsky. This is a punk rock dude that became the mayor of Reykjavik, Iceland.
Nice.
Okay.
No.
Why is he in a shit taking position?
That's probably his real name on the
Let's-
title.
Let's not go
Yeah.
there. Right.
Selling to the president.
Man Cave, please can you give us a topic for a future show? Oh,
Thank
we
you
got
very
two.
much. Yes,
got it too.
hard landings. Hard landings.
Fuck's
Okay,
sakes.
let's do the toot first. Do not toot it. Fall, Dr. Doom toots as he pleases. No.
Nice.
Thank you for sounding the horn of joy for say hard landings, yeah?
Yeah,
Look,
hard
Willie.
landings.
That sounds like a good one.
Ooh, a hard landing.
I think we're gonna have to continue Kyle's comic collection of all the things he wanted to show on Geeky Weekly this week.
Right, every
Oh,
title.
his stuff is in front of me while I was pulling shit out.
Can I disable his camera? Let me just quickly
World
check.
leaders
I can
and
disable it.
Oh, come on. Let him show it, Mr. Gray.
Right. So
No.
the first,
Kyle, you
First
ever see this one? I
win.
forgot to show this one. Mark's Lennon
Ooh.
now. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Christ, yeah.
Wow, that's very pretty.
Yeah.
first win is the win, guys. First win is
Marx,
the
Lenin,
win.
Mao, and Christ.
Now go
Okay,
to
let's
try-
see. What do we get?
Nice
Oh,
shot.
my
Nice
God.
shot.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Why?
choice.
Oh,
Right,
for
okay, listen,
fuck's
this is
sake.
how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to do it. Everyone in chat, put a choice in there, and we will pick between us which one we like the best, rather than randomizing it. So everyone put a choice in the chat. Slippers, right? That's not going to get chosen. Carry on.
Rabbits.
Rabbits is already on the wheel. Rabbits is
Yeah,
already
no,
on the
it's
wheel
barricade.
for a future show. There's between slippers and rabbits.
No,
It's the
Mr.
White
Cap, we
House.
already had that.
We've had
Oh,
we've had hats before. And
This
you're not also,
country
you're
is
also
out of
having
order.
And it doesn't
World War
count.
Three. World War Three. Music. We have done music.
World War
II.
II, you mean? Why World War
Rats.
III? Rats.
We haven't done rats. We're not going to do gerbils. We're going to do butts of state rather than heads of state.
No.
We've done redheads as well. AI takeover. I'm not sure we can do. I can't.
AI takeover.
Yeah, I don't think I can think of any comic
Yeah,
books.
I don't think. I mean robotics, but that's about it.
What
This
room?
one here, courtroom covers. I'm already actually working on that for a future, like.
Yeah, that's
quiz.
a good one. Courtroom.
Yeah.
World War III, courtroom, rats. We could do.
I like rats. I
Like
would
rats?
go for rats.
You go for rats, yeah? Anyone else? Any objections to rats? We'll let Matilda choose, shall we? Right, rats it is then. Thank you, rats of the jury, for joining us this week. Come back for rats of comic book covers next week, where we'll be showing. And thanks for the super chats as always. And we're going to end today with a little dance. It's a little dance to the theme of my tune. Here we go. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Bye, folks. Thanks for coming.
Bye, everyone. Have a great weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
There we go.